collaborations today. You know, citizens and authorities collaborating, two cities collaborating, a successful model, a city which has been successful in solving this problem, a city like Panjim was still taking time to solve the problem. As we mentioned earlier, there is a proposal to have a partnership between Panjim and Amersfoort. Okay, there are a lot of similarities between Amersfoort. As you walk in, you will see that in terms of the town, there's a lot of cities, but the solid and liquid waste management, the pedestrianization, the heritage is done in a much better way in Amersfoort. So now I invite Mr. Alexander B. to share the Amersfoort experience and the Panjim to Amersfoort journey.
Thank you very much. I'm very glad that I had the opportunity first to see all the problems we're facing. And actually, we're not alone. We're here actually on a music jazz expedition, and we've also done this in Thailand, the beautiful island of Koh Samui. If it rains there more than 20 minutes, we cannot drive the car anymore. The island is divided in two different places, so all social work stops. And I think that bringing collaboration, starting from the bottom instead of government level, nationally, is a good way to see if we can help each other. And actually that's why I'm here. I'm not the president of Amersfoort, I'm not the mayor of Amersfoort, but we got a group of interesting partners behind me who share the vision that we should try to connect cities, a lot of parts of the world who have some similarity. Yes, there is a lot of similarity. If we go, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you a little bit about Amersfoort, and in the meanwhile you can have a look at the video. And then you see that Amersfoort is a very historic, monumental site actually. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about what's happening over here. As you see here, Amersfoort's more than 750 years old actually, but we celebrated our 750th birthday last year. And what you see there is a lot of history. It started off as a lot of towns with just small communities coming over there, and the first city wall was built. After that, of course, it became an army place, which meant it became bigger and bigger. But Amersfoort actually has got an infrastructure which is still the old one. And it's got Amersfoort city with a heart. You see a lot of ancient buildings there, and we're really cherishing it. That's the exact center of the Netherlands actually, our beautiful tower. There you see, this is what we call the old infrastructure built, originated from 750 years ago, and of course built on later and later. You have a thing over there which explains it. And what I wanted to talk to you about were a number of things. One is the Dutch are very good at it. Water management. 35% of the Netherlands is below sea level. And people are living there. Millions of people are living there. And they're not afraid. Because we try to look at it in a different perspective. And although we know that if the water will rise 4 or 5 meters in the end, some things will change. But up for now, we built great plans, delta plans actually, and so we expanded our room of living. Okay. The other thing is that the Netherlands is the most polluted part of Europe. You know why? Because we have 3 main rivers coming in, taking in of the Netherlands all the pollution of the rest of Europe and bringing it out to the North Sea. So even although we don't pollute anything, a lot of pollution is taking place there. So we already had to manage this. And what I see over in difference with the Netherlands is, yes, there is not only a system of garbage collection, there's a good vision on how to manage pollution in a certain way, how to balance it, how to focus on green actually. Because we live with 17 million persons, and probably the same square meters as the province we're talking about right now. And there's big green heart in the middle of the Netherlands, so we cherish it. You cannot build there in any way. What you see here, it's old, it's traditional, it's creating water, it's having an ancient history in a city, and building a new heart around it, because that's what's happening over here. If you look at the garbage, because that's one of the things, when I see over here, I say, oh, please, come over. So we want to invite a delegation from this region to come to Amersfoort and to really discuss with our water managers and our garbage managers how you can get perhaps better solutions. Okay. It's just, I let this walk, because now we're actually at the, what is it, the Dierenpark, it's a city park, the zoo, yeah, the zoo, okay. We have that also. Okay, what's important to see is that we try to manage infrastructure. What you see over here is we have canals, and they're well managed, and actually the parking and the car problem, we have all these suggestions which are made over here already. Yes, it is hard to park your car in the center of Amersfoort, but we have a lot of parking spaces around it. So we are able, and that's why I'm here also, we host a jazz festival. And in 3 days' time we host 100,000 visitors. There's no car problem, because it's been taken care of. And by building all kind of garages, store garages, on the inner city, it means that wherever you park your car, within 5 minutes you're in the exact center of Amersfoort. So I think that's a very good solution. And the other thing, and I must say Amersfoort is lucky to have that. Floor, she's also here with the delegation, tells me that there is a difference of 8 meters where the water comes into Amersfoort and where it comes out. So actually all our canals are flooding each day, they're cleaned each day, so that makes it a little bit easier to manage, of course. Okay. There what you see is history. I'm driving around India and I said, oh, you really need a hoge drukspijp. Wow, high pressure cleaning thing, because wherever I look, I see beautiful buildings and say, doesn't anyone clean them? I don't know. Because actually, if you would present it in a little bit different way, then all of a sudden, this is one of the, Goa here, a unique tourist destination. It's the same as Amersfoort. We draw a lot of tourists all the time. Why? Because you can sit in a boat and just look at our canals, and you have a city visit with a boat. And just as a simple example, I don't think I want to be in a boat over here when I saw the pictures. Okay, so probably it can co-finance a lot of the infrastructural changes which needs to be here. Okay. Then we come to culture.